Nicky got me rolling, got me shaking, got me aching, got me twitching, got me snitching, got me making a fuss. Nicky got me bowled over, got me over his shoulder, got me slapping, got me whacking, got me smacking my lips. Oh, Nicolas Cage, oh, Nicolas Cage, he's an international treasure of ours, yeah.
His character is taken over by a man named Kip Vanden Heuvel.
Oh, I was going to throw up. Hello, and welcome back to Nicolas Cage International Treasure, the podcast where we watch every single Nicolas Cage film.
Every single one.
4 years?
Yeah, we're in this for the long run.
5 years?
Forever.
Well,
It's
as long as he
purgatory.
keeps making films.
Yeah, to be honest, he will keep going. So
Yes.
we have to keep going. We'll just keep going until Nicolas Cage stops going.
Yeah.
I'm Nathan, that's Kieran,
Hello.
that's John.
John.
Daniel's back's fucked, so he's not here this week. But taking his place as a Pratt on the couch is our first guest of season 2,
Yes.
Jordan.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. Season 2. Did we
Yeah, this
record
one-
the last guest?
This... what?
Because remember, we got really drunk. Don't matter.
No.
You don't remember.
I don't know what you're on about. Yeah, season 2. This won't come out until like March or April or May.
Yeah, so how was your Easter's?
It was good.
It was your Christmas, actually.
I rolled an ostrich egg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did it crack? Did you hard boil it?
Yeah, I hard boiled it.
That
You
was-
hard boiled the egg
How? In what? In a bath?
in a pot.
How big was the pot?
Ostrich eggs are only like the size of a football.
Yeah!
Soup pot.
Big old pot.
For soup, yeah.
How long would it take to boil or like make a hard boiled ostrich egg?
About 20 minutes.
Oh.
You
It's
tested?
definitely longer than 20 minutes. I wouldn't risk it.
How was your Lent? Did everyone give up something nice?
Happiness.
No?
I usually try giving up drinking, but it never really continues. That and chocolate, but I don't really eat chocolate, so.
So it's easy. Okay. Well, we're here to talk about this week the 2020 film, The Croods. Oh, actually, hang on. Before we do this, Jordan, what are your feelings on Nicolas Cage?
He's basically a god.
There we go. That's a good answer.
Good. The Croods 2020, A New Age. Directed by Joel Crawford. Written by Kevin Hageman, Dan Hageman, Paul Fisher, Bob Logan, Kurt D'Amico, and Chris Sanders. It took 6 writers to make this film.
You would not tell.
Starring Nicolas Cage, Emma Stone, Ryan Reynolds, and Catherine Keener. The synopsis is: Big oog go stick, rock, throw, club, yum yum, fruit, eat, good oog oog oog. How did we find the film?
I didn't realise it was Ryan Reynolds until he quoted something from Deadpool.
Did he?
Yeah,
What did he
Oh.
quote from Deadpool?
I can't remember now. It was just the same line. It was like, oh, that's Ryan Reynolds. That's horrible. But
I think we should all make out that this is the second one, and none of us have seen the first.
No.
Not
I don't
recently.
think you need to.
No, I think it kind of might have. I don't know if I can't remember if it explains the first one and the first part.
I
of
don't.
it.
Yeah, I don't. We follow Guy, who is a caveman.
Tragic.
he's not a caveman.
Guy is Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
His parents are brutally murdered.
They somehow get stuck
They
in
sink
tar.
into a tar pit.
Like
Yeah,
how they got stuck there in the first place. I
tar
don't
pits
know.
aren't like room temperature, by the way.
Yeah, they're just standing there
They're
casually
boiling.
telling him to go, and yet they're standing in molten tar.
Yeah.
Bye, son. And as they walks away, they
It's
just
just
like
a screaming over their legs. They just pull their legs out and walk away. They just
Got rid of him,
They're
thank
shut.
fuck.
they went up to their ankles and they're like, "We're stuck here."
You know, I bet that's the next sequel. It turns out his parents are alive, and they just abandoned him cruelly.
Or it's gonna follow the sloths.
I don't like the sloths very much.
But they're minions, John.
They're not minions,
They're
but
minions.
They do like musical stings.
The ba 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 da dum. They
Yeah.
did the SKG one,
Yeah.
DreamWorks, and then he does it again in the actual film, which is like a reference to the intro, the DreamWorks intro.
No, it was a thing in the first film, I think.
Oh.
Do you know
It was
they
like,
changed the
bum, bum,
DreamWorks
bum.
intro?
Right.
And you know how
It's
it
not
used to, you know, it used to be,
do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do
like, you know how in the start of a Marvel film where it like shows you all like scenes from like previous films.
Shrek.
Yeah, that's
Welcome to the
it's a random scene from Shrek 4.
the DreamWorks cinematic
DreamWorks
universe.
intro is just like the entirety of Shrek 2, so you have to watch that before you watch the film.
And it's like skip protected, so you cannot. You have to watch Shrek 2.
Every time you try to press fast forward,
It skips
red.
back to the beginning.
That's
Punishment
like
for your crime.
there's a online on YouTube. There's a online. There's a copy of Lord of the Rings and the Fellowship of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
But every time they take a step towards Middle Earth, the film repeats from the start. So it's about 9 hours long. So when I saw it and it was 9 hours, I was like, all right, someone's just like gotten around it and has put all 3 films up and like on the internet. No.
Like, how does it work if the film starts again?
Every time they take us, you think, no, it can't mean that it starts again. But yes, every time from the point where Sam says,
Oh,
this is
like
the
does it
furthest
continue
I've
that
been.
little bit more?
Hello, this is Nathan. I'm currently editing this episode. I don't usually do this when there's a mistake, but to be honest, what I'm saying here makes no fucking sense. The movie doesn't restart every time they take a step towards Mordor. The scene where Sam says this is the furthest I've ever been replays. If it was the other one, John's right in saying that would make no sense. Okay, back to it.
Each step.
No, every single step it goes back to the start.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So doesn't what? Do they not do the first step over and over again?
No?
So it's every
Oh yeah, so every subsequent step. From
every
that
subsequent step.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was
Yeah.
like, that's just a loop.
You broke John's brain.
The film does eventually end.
How many steps was it until you realised it kept going back?
Just the first time. And then it goes back.
At
and
this
then
point, I was
then
hoping it was like
click
5
through
times. And like,
No, I didn't say 5 times watching the intro. And it's a great intro.
You'd have to be really out of it. Like, this feels familiar.
Nathan really drunk, being like, I think I've seen this before.
Still got deja vu. What's going on?
I mean,
Anyway,
there's tons of like weird cuts of films like that. There's like, I mean, there's speaking of Lord of the Rings, there's one for like, again, every step they take toward more. This is the Sam line. This is the furthest I've ever been from the Shire.
Yeah, that's what I was on about. Maybe John was just being nice. No.
Every single step,
beautiful.
or just potatoes at every point.
Potatoes, boil
great.
them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Jordan, what did you think of the Croods and New Age?
it was. Nah. Does that?
This sort of is it?
It made quite a lot of money, if I remember rightly.
Probably.
The first one did.
It's a family film.
Yeah.
Most do.
Let me double
Yeah,
check.
kids have no taste.
I'm pretty sure when it was out, I cleaned up puke a few times in the performances of it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was quite a pukey one. I remember someone got their kid a large ice blast. They spewed it up and then they went and got more food for the kid. Well, I was
hungry.
clean and they like stepped over me basically.
More food.
It's sort of like a form of like child abuse, I'm sure. When your kid's like really sick from eating sweet food and you're like, eat more.
Presumably they don't have like a funnel and they're shoving it down the kid's throat.
You hate that kid, but you enjoy watching through him. Just
You wanted to come to the cinema. You were crying to come to the cinema. Now you've thrown up.
So cruel.
More ice blasts.
So, its budget was 65 million and it made 215,905,000.
Apparently, you've got to double the budget for advertising afterwards for how much they actually spent on a film.
Yeah. Really?
So it would have only made
Like
80
100.
million
Yeah.
or something.
Like, I guess they would have spent like a shit ton, especially when you've got like Ryan Reynolds and all that, and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. press junkets and stuff.
But I'm assuming the first one done very well for them to come back and be like, yes, a second.
I mean, yeah, it had Nicolas Cage in it.
It doesn't take much for a children's animated
No.
film to get a sequel.
First one. Yeah,
You
first
say
one.
that, but there's some that just don't.
Such as
I mean,
Flushed
how
Away.
long did it take for... Yeah! Flushed Away 2, Flushed again! Where's that? I was thinking, like... I mean... How long did it take for The Little Mermaid to get a sequel? Like 10 years?
I don't know.
I mean, it got a sequel.
There's a lot of Disney films that have sequels that Disney clearly just like have dug a
Phoned
grave.
it in.
Yeah, they've dug a grave and they're like, we didn't do that. What are we talking about? Like,
I mean,
that
yeah,
doesn't
Frozen
exist.
2 was the most recent one, right?
I
Yes.
remember working that and there just being fucking glitter everywhere
Yeah.
in the cinema.
Yeah.
All
There
the
should be,
girls
like,
dressed up
some
as
kind-
Elsa, their dresses just like shed glitter.
Glitter should be illegal. Right? It is clearly some kind of weapon. Like, if you drop a glitter bomb anywhere, it will just ruin
That's
someone's
months
day.
of your life.
Yeah.
Just scrubbing off glitter. It's still here.
My sister's 21st, which was 2 years ago now, she had big bits of glitter, sequins essentially,
Yeah.
and we're still finding them. They're not. It's not even glitter. It's big gold foil, basically, but they're still everywhere.
Always some.
Whenever a piece of furniture gets moved up, and there's another one.
I bet she's just like kept some and is just putting them in places.
You know, I wouldn't doubt it. It's awful.
Every time she just goes and pose a little somewhere where John knows. His following.
I'm not the one that cares. It's just like,
One day he's gonna be like, John, the toilet's blocked up. Could you have a look in the system? It's like glitter.
oh, there's your problem.
Siphon it out.
There's
glitter in my lungs.
It's a crazy straw.
Beautiful. I like this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
alright.
unironically quite enjoyed it. I thought it was quite funny at times. I thought the Gran was great. She was fantastic. The Thunder Sister rips off her clothes and she's fucking ripped. I thought she was
Washboard abs, yeah.
Nicolas Cage was pretty good in it for an animated film as well. He has the voice of a caveman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Out of all of them, when you hear like Emma Stone or like Ryan Reynolds talk, you go, you know who it is. But weirdly, when
They had
Nicolas Cage
Americans.
talks, when Nicolas Cage talks, you're like, he could be this could be just a random caveman that they've found and brought back.
No.
I don't know if I've ever seen. Seen's not the right word, but well, him doing other animated stuff.
This is
G-Force,
We've watched
the
G-Force.
Christmas Carol film.
The Christmas Carol film was his
this
worst
is the
performance we've
only
ever seen.
sequel animated film he's ever done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's done animated films, but this is the only one he's ever went.
The only
yeah.
successful.
Yeah, he's the only one he's cut. They've asked him to do a sequel, and he's went, "Yeah, I'll do the sequel."
Yeah.
This also is 100th acting credit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which means he's like more than doubled his work pace in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah,
has
that
over
can't be right.
150 I mean, that's what Amazon Prime said, so take up with
Amazon
that.
Prime's wrong. There's no way you can do 100 films in
50.
2 years.
He's done like 150.
Is it?
And he's been churning out some trash.
Oh, it's not 200. So yeah, 50 films in 2
in
years.
2 years. Yeah, that is wrong.
25 a year.
could just-
That's
What
a
year
lot.
is it?
2022.
Okay.
And the film is 2020.
It could just be talking about his like movie, but I don't think he was in much TV shows.
Yeah,
Or is he in any?
We haven't found any TV
But
shows.
then, if it's animated, it might have been done before 2020.
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
how
of
long it
course,
takes to,
yeah.
like, make it all.
Post
Or
and
the
stuff.
100th thing that he's agreed to do.
Yeah.
No, there's probably so much that he's agreed to do that hasn't made it onto the screen. Holy shit, we're gonna have to deep dive at some point and find like the buried tapes.
I mean, we're gonna have to break into like Hollywood editing departments.
Fuck yeah.
It's probably not. It's probably just an old man. And he's like, finally, someone wants to see all this shit. And he like dusts off a key and he opens the door and it's just fucking a cupboard full of old Nicolas Cage tapes.
Just old celluloid.
Do not watch. Emergency flamethrower next to it.
A match. All you need is explosive.
I think every time you post, you should try and link it to his like social medias and stuff.
Well, he does talk to fans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we
but
keep this going
I'm
on.
terrified of him
Man.
showing an interest.
Imagine if he got on.
No,
I said that.
no. That's what I say. That's what I
Imagine
mean.
Nick Cage sitting in the little flat in Dundee.
I was thinking more online, but yeah.
No, he's flying over. He's staying in like the
Dundee
Premier
Airport.
Inn down by the
He's
sea.
sleeping on the floor.
Nicolas Cage there.
Hey, top and tails with
Daniel's
Nick Cage.
on the bed. He's still giving Nicolas Cage it.
He's just snoring, hand draping in Nick Cage's face.
Cage is like, can I get us back to the bed? Daniel's like,
I don't think Daniel would like think twice about top and tailing with Nick Cage, like on this pull-out couch. He'd love that.
He's done it with a guest before.
Yeah, but they were besties.
Yeah,
were
they'd only
besties.
met that one time.
Yeah.
Those episodes will be out soon. They will already be out by the time this is out,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
excellent.
but you'll hear that guest.
I don't mean to be rude, but when do I get paid for this? Is it when it comes out?
You think we get paid for this?
Well, you get paid half a share of the royalties.
Oh.
So half a share of zero is, in fact, zero. So,
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, guest actually did a
and then we
contract.
subtract from that the cost of the equipment, Nathan's time, editing.
So I pay you.
Yeah.
Crap.
So you're just contract. You're just made by contract. You're made to every time we need you. You're just back now. There's no. You can't be like, nah, I'm okay. You're like, no, you're part of this.
Just walk out the OD and come here mid-shift.
You're signed up now.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, the Croods 2.
Yes.
So Guy, parents die in Tar, and he's sent off into the wild.
We don't know if they die. Sequel.
Sure, yeah, they're not shown to be dead. They may be mummified in tar, and just they trip it away anyway. Like it's like Han Solo. He's frozen in carbonite, but it's Guy's parents, the better women.
No, they're not the Bettermans.
Are they not affiliated?
Yeah, they're
Betterman
like-
affiliated.
They're friends. Like, they grew up... The kids grew up together, but they're not, like, related.
No.
I think.
I mean, it's the Stone Age.
Yeah, but they had standards. They had, like... They
No
had
problem.
weird morals.
But Guy goes off in a search for tomorrow, which becomes a symbol of the next stage of his life. And he runs into the Croods, Nick Cage and his family.
Yeah. And his pack.
And he falls in love with Emma Stone.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
almost
I
like
mean,
there
the
was...
anime character.
It's almost like there was an entire film for this.
Almost setting it up like there's some backstory we're not getting. Some inside jokes about the sleep pile and the sloth,
And the fire.
the fire.
Yeah, they learned to make fire.
They do. He shows them fire. So do they not have fire in the first film?
No,
They're
they
fireless
live in a
cavemen?
cave.
That's why they all huddle about each other.
They
It's
didn't-
cold in a cave.
They start off like just completely in a cave, huddled up for warmth,
Hmm.
and then he shows them fire, and they all decide to go on a journey with him.
So it's just become sort of like routine, even after he shows them fire, that they sleep in a pile
Yeah, because it's cozy.
because the pack stays together.
Yeah,
That's,
I hope
it's the
first,
done thing.
I hope the first film was just in the cave, like pitch black. You just hear the voices. There's nothing happening on the screen for like
Just shadows.
2 hours.
There's family
Nah,
sitting
buddy.
in like the cinema waiting for this. And it's just all I hear is Nicolas Cage being like, "It's over."
it's a podcast.
they should do audiobooks at cinemas.
Why?
It'd be cool. No, it
I
wouldn't.
would actually. That'd be interesting.
Only clientele is John.
No, I mean, I just imagine a cinema full of people listening to a guy speak in darkness.
Fuck yeah.
You don't know who you're getting, and like someday you have like some random fucker, and the one where you go, it's fucking Morgan Freeman.
The shushing just is that much more intense. Because that's all there is. It's audio.
Like, you ever seen the CBBS like good night stories where they get like really famous people to read bedtime stories to
Yeah,
their children?
Josh
Mm,
Homme from Queens of the Stone
Yeah.
Age did
And
one.
you're like Tom Hardy and stuff. And like, they're like,
Tom
just,
Hardy?
like imagine just going to cinema and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go watch like Tom Hardy read me a book for a while. Like, how long's your laugh? It's about 10 hours. Like, it gets bored halfway through and just stops.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like the cinema showed like Friends episodes and like
Ugh.
all that. They show TV stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if one day.
I think I know they showed the Friends reunion. I think go see that. I like. I really want to do that cinema along the road. That's like sometimes live shows of or they show live shows of like pantomime, not pantomime, but like
The National Theatre.
yeah.
I've seen a few.
I'd
They're
love to go see that. I know it's cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It would be cool.
So the Croods, live on stage.
With the original voice cast?
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, Nicolas Cage is going to have to bulk up a bit, but...
different director though than the first.
Who'd they get in? Like Lin-Manuel.
That'd be fucking great. Right? No, the guy who done this, it was his directorial debut.
Oh, has he done anything since?
Let me double check. I'm
Okay.
probably not.
The power of IMDb.
The Croods.
Whoa, don't give away our story.
Why do you research when someone else could have probably done it for you?
It's like the Wikipedia, which is assuming this is all true.
Yeah.
More credits. I'm filling by saying I'm filling, so I'm not filling.
I
I'm
can't
just drawing
type
attention
too
to the
fast.
fact that Kieran's taking a sweet
You know,
ass.
I like in the Croods.
Fuck yeah! Right, so I have a story. So he's done. So he worked on Trolls Holiday, which was before this, but he wasn't a director.
He was in. Oh, I thought you meant Nick Cage.
No. The director. His first main thing was this, and he's also directed the new Puss in Boots film, right?
Ah.
Which, not to spoil it for anyone if anyone gives a shit, but at the very end of the film, Puss in Boots ends back up in, is it Far Far Away, or like where Shrek is? So
That's
there
not
is
Far
a. No, what's the one with the where it's like
The Swamp.
no the castle he lives in? It's got like the Hollywood sign, but it doesn't say Hollywood.
Oh,
it
it
says,
is far, far away then, sorry.
yeah. His ship. He's on a pirate. And he's got like a beard. He's a cat, but it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, he looks like he looks like Blackbeard, and he's like sailing in on the ship. I saw a clip of it, and he gets far, far away. And it's meant there's a possibility it leads up for a Shrek 5.
Oh.
Why? When?
But I thought Puss in
no,
Boots was set like it was a prequel to the Shrek.
Well, there's that many Puss in Boots films that it's caught.
When?
I thought there was only like 2.
No,
When was Puss in Boots not in Shrekland?
in his films he goes away on adventures.
Yeah, he's in like
He's a pirate.
Mexico in the first film.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Why do they need to set up Shrek 5 by bringing him back
Shrek
then?
cinematic. We're gonna have a 3 blind mice film at one point.
Was this an end credit scene?
No, this is the end of the film. They were like, it was so
End
great.
credits.
Everyone's waiting. They're like, oh, and they're like, yes,
And it's just Shrek boots stomping to the screen.
Donkey's got an eye patch on. He's like,
A long bushy beard.
There's fire coming out the scene. They're like, you've been away for too long.
Rumpelstiltskin's been getting too big for his boots.
No, that was like the 4th film or
I
whatever.
don't fucking know.
Who's the next like
Can we
enemy?
do a bonus episode where we watch all the Shrek films?
Yeah, we could do
Nicolas Cage isn't in it though.
We could fit him in somewhere.
What is next in mythology and Grimm's fairy tales?
I mean, we've seen Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
In the Puss in Boots films, it's Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Yeah.
I think are the villains.
Yeah.
The Croods 2. A New Age. The Croods travel away trying to find tomorrow.
And they find hippies by mistake.
But wait, before that, Guy and Emma Stone say they're going to go away together to form their own tomorrow, and their own family, and their own pack, which causes tension with Grug.
Doug, yeah.
The male figure, the father,
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage Sr. And then, so that's got the tensions all worked up, and then they find a wall, and behind the wall is the hippies. They
And
have-
also like a Garden of Eden type.
but not really hippies. They're kind of like taking advantage of the environment for their own better, because they destroyed the monkey's house.
Yeah, it's virtue signaling.
Yes.
It seemed more of like it's meant to be like, oh, you know how you go that it's meant to say something. I know it's a child's film, but like it's meant to be like this is the mod. You know how you got like they feel more like a modern human rather than like a caveman human. I know there are two, and they're like, oh, we thought they talk about how they were like in a wee snippet a bit. They were like, oh, we thought cavemen died out or some shit like that. But they are kind of like, and they're all like dressed fancy and have like a fancy house with walls.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a whole civilization. But it's more like when a posh family and a scatty
It's the
family.
Tarzan family.
The Tarzan family.
Yeah, they built a treehouse. They shipwrecked together into the random jungle, I don't know where, and then they decided to build a massive treehouse after the ruins of the ship. It's just the husband and the wife, and then the baby, and they all.
I don't know what you're on about.
You've not seen Tarzan?
Not in a long time.
Tarzan? Or are you thinking of another film?
No, Tarzan.
Is it not like Robinsons or something?
No.
Meet the Robinsons.
No, that's the anime.
Robinson Crusoe.
Is it Robinson Crusoe? Is that the-
No.
What is Robinson Crusoe?
Gulliver's Travels.
No, that's with Jack Black.
Robinson's Fruit Juice.
I mean, there was a.
The Jack Black Gulliver's Travels is like hot trash.
I like
Oh fuck it! It's a good film.
Anyway,
Watching
yeah.
more.
Tarzan 1.
Jack Black, who did the end credits song for this film.
Did he?
Yeah, it was Jack Black singing at the end.
He has too much time on his.
Wow.
He is everywhere. Like, you kind of forget how big Jack Black
There's
is.
a new Kung Fu Panda coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I believe
Let's
so.
try
how
to-
many
like-
is that? Is that 4? 5? 4.
For he's also working on his new season of Jablonski Games.
I think.
That was like fun at first, but then you realise that it's just a rich man showing off how rich he is.
With the
Look at
occasional,
my big house vlog.
with
Look
the
at
occasional
my
Red
famous
Dead
friends.
Redemption 2 gameplay where it's just him. Like let's say the game lasts 10 hours. His like from months of the game, for the months of his videos, he basically gets into like 10 minutes into this whole game. He gets past the snowy part and then he just stopped playing the game altogether.
The whole bit when it started was that he kept on saying he was gonna do a gaming video, like a
Never
let's
did
play,
it.
and then never did it. And then he started doing like let's plays because he'd get paid by games companies to do that.
When he was playing, it was not him playing. He's just like reacting to a
That'd be
video.
hilarious.
It's just next to him. Yeah.
The Croods too.
What about it?
It wasn't a great film.
I mean, I like the
It's
weird
fun.
mashup animals.
Oh yeah, no, the animal design was really cool.
Yeah,
the
there's like
creature design.
the
was,
crocodile,
like,
the land sharks, the
the butterfly like trees were
that was
something
really
out of
cool.
Dark Souls.
That
or
was
something.
like Ghibli as fuck. There was like, I mean, the big boss of it, like fucking Mandrelapine. I was trying to figure out what the name for it
It
was.
was like a baboon with porcupines.
yeah, but like, what's the roll together name for that?
Baboon Pine.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Pine Boon.
Also terrible.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
Oh my god, it's Chris Pine!
It's a giant animated Chris Pine. Comes up.
Banana.
I was Captain America.
I just want was it Wonder Woman? I just want Wonder Woman 3 to happen.
What?
Chris Pine's in Wonder Woman.
Wait, who's Captain America?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
They're the same person.
They're not.
They are. Definitely the same
Chris
person.
Pine just gets just got brought back to life because they needed Chris Pine. for the
Yeah,
second
are they
one.
doing more Captain Americas? Kieran has a question.
No, I have a question, but I can answer
No, you
this
have to ask a question.
Okay.
word your statement like a question.
That's a long statement.
There is going to be a new Captain America film.
As they are going to be a new Captain America without Chris Evans,
Yeah.
as they are going to be a
Oh,
Wonder
is
Woman
it?
3.
No.
Yes.
No, there isn't.
No, I'm saying yes to your no.
Alright, yeah. Because Black Adam destroyed the DC Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, the Rock.
Oh, yeah, restarted it again.
The Rock went in and fucked it. And James, what's his face?
Gunn.
Gunn, yeah.
Was just like, we're doing this again.
How's James Corden not been in a like Marvel or DC film yet?
For good reasons.
He's in everything.
For good reasons.
You see that Harrison Ford for the Marvel?
Why? For what?
Because he said to him, he was like, I wanted to do something I wasn't in. And he was like, we're going to not be the Marvel somebody as well.
Is he playing Indiana Jones?
No, he's playing Red Hulk. I can't. So the guy he's playing Colonel something, the guy who was in the original Iron Man films, but I think the actor's dead now. so they were going to just leave him, but then they were like, we should see if Harrison Ford will play him. And he said yes, so they're like, he's now the president of the United States. He's also Red Hulk.
Yeah, right.
So it's just gonna be, just
Hulk
imagine
president.
the Hulk, but with
Red.
red and Harrison Ford's face.
Wait,
It's
so
really old
a
looking.
superhero is the president?
But no, I'm assuming not. Yeah, I'm assuming he takes some serum to become Red Hulk.
Yeah, maybe he's already the president.
Or he takes it. I don't know if he took it in the original Hulk film. I can't remember that way back because that was a bad film.
The Edward Norton one?
Yeah.
Or the Michael Bana one?
Yeah, Edward Norton.
Which is still canon, surprisingly.
It is. They just.
That was the
Really?
first one, but Edward Norton's apparently very difficult to work with, so he got booted.
No, it's just kind of fumbling a bit.
Jordan!
Nah.
The Croods too.
We have...
Yeah.
Well, I was... no, fine. Talk about the Croods.
What you got?
We have an insider in the cinema industry. Is
Yeah.
Avatar 2 out?
Yes.
How's that been?
It was very busy opening night and then died off.
Have you seen it?
No, it's over 3 hours. I don't have that
I
much time
wanna
in my
see
life to give to it.
No spoils. I wish to see it.
I'm not excited to see it.
No, but like it feels like
Who's it there again? Is it
James Cameron.
Yeah.
He's the
I've seen
director.
I've seen a lot of PR stuff he's done for it.
People coming out of it said it's visually amazing, but story not so great.
It's like the first
Is
one.
what I've heard. Yeah. Well, the first one was just Pocahontas, but
Yeah.
I understand
Sci-fi.
why the first one was so big because it was a new thing.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was
was like this whole animation thing, and everyone's like, "Holy fuck, this is cool!" And he's done basically. I think he's done the same thing again in a world where again you have Marvel, whose whole
yeah.
his whole thing is green screens and blue
Yeah.
screens and all this
Star
cool
Wars
like
Mhm.
and yeah, Star Wars and all these places where they're using this kind of animation to make things look real. And he's done the same thing, and you're like, okay.
What you mean? It's lost. Its
Unless you're going to bring
novelty?
me real blue people, like you're lost.
He spent
Unless you
100
go to
He
fucking
spent $1 billion in
Pandora.
budget to genetically engineer avatars.
It's
You
like,
now have giant blue people.
it's like Tom Cruise has been pushed to the point of stunts where he's literally doing a movie where the whole premise of the movie no one gives a shit about, but the one stunt in it is him literally doing a space jump from space himself, and he's doing he's doing a spacewalk himself, and that no one gives a shit about what the storyline
Yeah.
is. Hell,
It's
it's
just
Just
you
wanna
want to
see
go
that.
see
we
it.
you just want to go see Tom Cruise do a literal spacewalk in space because he's pushed himself to the point where like in the Mission Impossible films where what.
Hanging off a
Where
plane.
are the
Off a building,
stakes?
hanging off a plane, hanging off a bit, like climbing up the side of a building, like flying his own helicopter, Top Gun flying his own plane. Whereas you read the stuff for the new next two Mission Impossibles, and it's literally just how far can we push Tom Cruise and see what he'll do.
He's
He
gonna
write-
kill himself on camera.
We dropped Tom Cruise into a volcano.
Like deliberately, he's gonna
target.
kill himself.
For his
on
next one,
okay.
they drove a literal train off the side of a cliff, like an actual train, and then they also have
That's it.
they've done where he drives a motorbike up a ramp into a canyon, lets go of the motorbike and pulls a chute at very low altitude. And all I kept seeing was like comments being like they should get like who's him and the guy who done like Inception and stuff. What's his name?
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, they should get a Tom Cruise and Christopher Nolan movie. Christopher Nolan would just make Tom Cruise do some god awful insane stunt where it would be he would just kill Tom Cruise in the film. And be like, fuck it.
It's a metaphor.
Christopher Nolan, I killed Tom Cruise. 90 minutes long.
It's the kill scene on set, and then it's the trial of Christopher Nolan for the rest of the 3 hours.
They reenact Dunkirk and make Tom. The movie's 2 minutes long because it's Tom Cruise jumping off a boat and he gets shot instantly, and they're like, cinema.
But they just continue all of the
Yeah.
camera shots. Like he's in the middle of them. That's terrible.
Yeah, when like Tom Cruise's career takes a dive, do you think he'll start doing like snuff films?
No.
Just to keep the thrill, he needs to do it.
You need you'll just start doing shit for. You'll just start seeing the Scientology people. You'll just be a
We did not. We say nothing bad about Scientology. Nothing bad. We don't want a lawsuit.
No. If I have to join a cult, I would join Scientology.
What?
I read a book about them.
That's not a good start.
The book was literally trashing them, but to be honest, all the negative points sounded quite cool. Like
Reverse psychology.
like the whole book was trying to be like, you should not like these people, and every time I kept reading, I was like, to be honest, they sound pretty cool. Like I wouldn't want to be like low level. I'd want to be
Yeah,
like,
but
high
you're
level.
not going to be anything
Yeah,
but
you
low
never-
level. You need to be a
Unless you give them
multi-billionaire.
Yeah,
And even then, you're not like high level.
no, I'm not like Nicolas. I'm not like Tom Cruise level. No, but I
Oh.
think it'd be fucking great.
He did that weird fucking video where he interviewed him. Anyway, we probably shouldn't talk about Scientology. They'll never hear it. But we will.
You never know.
However, we've brought the ire of Scientology down upon us. The Croods 2.
Yeah, we had a hard time focusing in on this film, haven't we?
I think because it's.
There's not a lot to talk
It's not a
about.
bad film. It's not a good film. It is.
The music was alright.
If you have a child, watch it.
The visuals was
If you
pretty
don't,
good, mostly.
like-
The animation was pretty good.
Mhm.
I was hoping it would
Yeah.
be trash because we have a guest on and we've made them watch a mediocre film.
It's not even. It's not good. Bad. It's not good. It's just there.
Yeah, like we should.
Should have been here last time when we did the weird Christmas Carol film.
Yeah. Luckily, with your contract, you'll be here for at least one bad film.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
And the bad ones actually are pretty good. Like if it's one that's been done in the last like 2 years, you know you're in for a fucking ride. And it's one of the ones where Nicolas Cage is done to make money. So they paid them. Their budget is like 50 million. Nicolas Cage's salary is 45 million. And that film, 5 million has gone to extras and like all that kind of stuff. The rest of it's like cinematography and that is disgusting.
Well, this is Mandy. Mandy was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there was the one we done where
Guilty.
Oh, Teal Scene was bad.
even the
was
one,
trash.
even the Nicolas Cage film, which was the one where he shows up in Never on Tuesday. He's in the first split second.
That was like the 80s.
No, but I'm saying that was a good film.
No, it wasn't.
I liked it.
I like.
I didn't like it.
I still recommend that film to
Never on
everyone.
Tuesday.
No.
was good. It's
If
like
you
a
want-
cult classic
Yeah.
waiting to happen.
How?
Some good shit. No, it's good.
I know it's not on DVD like at all.
Speaking of cult classics going to happen,
What?
Croods
The Croods
2.
2. 75 years from now, be podcast devoted to the production. Of the Croods
I
2.
mean, if you think about how people view like ancient animation now,
yeah.
like, is that where people will be in like 50 to 100
Probably
years?
not with the Croods 2.
I mean,
Probably with
Probably.
like Brave.
yeah, but like you don't get to choose what gets passed on.
No, but you can make a guess.
Maybe in like 20 years, some really, really funny meme will be made of the Croods.
I think the first Croods.
Or something really
ridiculous.
ridiculous will happen in like the next 5 years. Like Croods 3 is like the most popular film ever made, right?
Croods 1 made like $600 million or something, with like, but they had double the budget of this one.
Yeah.
So
They
it's-
got less budget
They-
for a
Yeah,
sequel?
half the
animated
budget.
sequels typically do.
They got what, 60 odd million for this one? The last one was 110 or something, 120.
Why? Because most of like the character design and shit's done. Like was the pre-production.
I would guess.
It's more that like, well, in the past it was like people. It's a sequel, so we're sure that fans of the first film will watch it, so we don't need to work as hard.
Yeah, not as much PR needed. I
Yeah.
guess.
Like, yeah, the marketing's kind of more done.
And I guess if you put so much money into a sequel film, it's hard to get people to go see a sequel if they've not seen the first one. Because then people will be like, if they see a sequel that they've not seen the first one, they're all, I'm assuming they're always going to be like, yeah, I don't really have time to watch the first one. But
Yeah. Ah, well, perhaps we'll see Croods 3. We'll be watching Croods 1 at some point.
if there is a Croods 3, I'm assuming none of the original cast will be in it. It will be the TV people. Because there is 5 seasons of the
Yeah,
TV
but
show.
like the TV show like started after the first one, didn't it?
Oh, fuck
Was
no.
Jay Baruchel in the TV show of How to Train Your Dragon?
No, I'm assuming it'd be a voice actor.
There was someone doing a pretty good impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of
He's
Rose
only
to the
really
Edge.
in, like, I like him as an actor, to be honest. He's only in a couple of things though.
It's weird seeing him in live action stuff, and it's just the same thing he's animated as.
He's a bit. He's a bit
Same
like
with
Ryan
Nick Cage and
Reynolds.
Croods too.
He's a bit like Ryan Reynolds
exactly
in the
the same.
sense of like he's that actor where you could put him in any role and instead of just being like who
A
he's
fucking
trying to be-
Pikachu.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
I haven't
you're-
seen that.
That's not.
Okay.
It's
It's
a
really
good.
good.
It's
Yeah.
a great
See
film,
it.
but you don't look as Pikachu, you look at it as like
Ryan
Reynolds
Yeah.
is a waffle yellow man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what the Mario film's gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Bowser,
worse.
Bowser is Jack Black.
Yeah.
Bowser looks great. Fucking like you're like, holy shit! And this, hi, I'm Chris Pratt.
What's out? What's out?
Summer, I think.
Summer.
I'll pay to go see it. 'Cause
That's how that works.
Everyone's gonna go see that. Like that's gonna be the biggest film of the
A
summer.
4 Prats podcast live
Should we
in
do
cinema.
a podcast live inside the cinema?
Microphones and we're like,
He's wearing a wire.
Please. We'll destroy your contracts.
I do like the idea of, you can rent like a screen out at cinemas and stuff now. Doing that. Well, we don't do anything on the screen, but we just bring a table and chairs with us, do a podcast.
Studio space.
Or we put like the IMDb trivia page up on the big screen.
Rent the fucking IMAX for it. Just to be like extra wasteful.
Like that really 180 degree screen. You're like Nicolas Cage.
Sake. We can dream.
People have so much more fun when they have money they don't care about.
It's so echoey because it's such a big room.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't there like a bit we usually do at the end of these? I've forgotten.
Our favourite cageism of the film?
Yes.
Do you know what a cageism is?
No, but I'm intrigued.
Cageism is a thing which Nick Cage is known to do. Like a eccentric or flamboyant Nick Cage thing.
Okay.
Like a
Over-exaggerate.
1, 2, 3, A, B, C. That kind of
Yeah, it's just like, it's hard to quantify and there isn't really a rule for what is a cageism.
Yes, you can be
It's
like-
just Nicolas Cage doing something that is funny because he's overacting, basically. Or he's putting his all into it for a scene that doesn't really need it.
Yeah, it could be like a line being like, "Hello, my name is Nicolas Cage," and he full on goes.
Yeah.
It takes several minutes, like it's so over the top that you could tell he's been in that studio for so long, and he's like, "I'm just fucking done."
It's like a good one that comes to mind was like Gone in 60 Seconds, I think. Where there's like, it's like they're playing his heist music and he's just like staring off into space like, let's jam. It's just ridiculous.
Any favourite cageisms?
No.
No.
There was he did kind of over exaggerate in the beginning.
Banana.
Yeah, that, no, I was gonna say banana, but it's just fucking, it's Minions.
Yeah,
It's bad.
It is. It's fucking Minions. I got nothing.
There wasn't really.
Oh,
many.
there was like the Banana Bros thing, but like
That was
just the film
that was
writing.
great. Yeah,
It wasn't like a cageism specifically.
it was so cute.
Yeah, they were like bro FFs.
Gonna fuck.
Yeah, like the two wives were like, why happened, when did this relationship happen?
We've lost our husbands. Yeah, there's a whole film that happened that we haven't talked about.
Yeah, like there was the fucking man cave that was just a fucking sauna.
If you want to go watch it. But like, I'm not saying you probably should.
It's a good watch.
Watch
If you've
the-
got kids, then yeah, fucking
wa-
like watch the Croods too.
Watch the
Then you
first
got an
one.
excuse to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Watch the first one and then watch the second one.
It wasn't one of those kids films that are like also like written for adults, half. and
No, there
half.
wasn't really adult jokes that.
Yeah,
I feel like there were some risky jokes.
What's that?
Such as?
yeah.
Banana.
No, that's so surface level.
What are you talking about? This highbrow.
Do some
Have you
anal-
not seen Nicolas Cage's highbrow?
All right, give me your analysis of banana.
Banana. Banana speaks to the ancient man and his many ways of showing off their long phallus. Banana.
No.
It's about phallic obsession, John. Banana.
It's always fat. Well, because in the last
Always
film,
phallic and yawning with you.
yeah, like in the last film, because they lived in a cave. The cave was a sign of the fucking vagina that they birthed.
Yes.
No,
Perfect, John. You're getting the point.
no.
This is all film criticism.
You can't
It's either about dicks or it's about pussy.
It's like-
It's about nothing
Yeah,
else.
it's like cylinder, penis, a hole, vagina.
Precisely.
It's awful.
That is all analysis
Take out with Freud, yeah.
Freud's smiling in his grave right
Yes, yes.
This
Good.
started like around the time of playing a game called Scorn, which is like is it H.R. Geiger?
Yeah, it's
Style
based
stuff.
off H.R. Geiger.
Yeah, which is pretty organic shapes.
Everything was just a penis and a vagina.
Right, yeah.
Like, actually, without much logical leap, everything was a penis or a vagina.
Really?
Because it was all fleshy. And, like,
You wanna
there was
go
always, like,
You want to go
and
with
the
a
things
flesh
joining
elevator?
together and inserting and...
Put your fingers in 5 vaginas and turn them. That's the whole game.
Yeah.
It's a weird
With the
game,
penis
but
gun.
like that's when Nathan started, right? It was
My
like
awakening.
yeah, it was just like oh phallic, yonic, phallic, yonic. I'd never heard yonic before that. It was a new word for me, and forever since.
Why do you think we drink beer out of a can as men? For it resembles the penis.
How would you? So if you drink it out of a cup,
It is the vagina. And if you put the can in the cup, it's now intersex.
it's just sex.
No, Oh, very good, John.
Yeah, so the Croods too.
Thank you very
I
much
do.
for joining us
Yeah,
on this. Thank you, Jordan, for this.
yeah.
Hope you had fun. We'll see you again at some point. The film for next week is Amos and Andrew.
What?
Never heard of it.
No.
Is this an old film?
I have no idea.
We'll have a look after this.
No.
That's
How
gonna
are
be
you
great.
picking the films?
A random wheel which we now get to spin off air to find out the next 5 films.
Fuck yeah. It's literally a wheel with
The highlight of our month.
Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage films.
We have to do it in advance just in case there's any films that come up that are like not found anywhere that you need to like fucking source.
Wouldn't it be great if it was Croods 1 next?
We'll find out.
That would be great. That would be perfect.
Thank you for joining us. Have a happy
Holiday,
St. George.
Easter.
If this is March?
Oh,
No,
I don't know
Valentine's.
any of the religious holidays. Summer. St. Lucifer's Day.
St. Cromwell.
Hopefully you made it this far.
Bye.
Have a very Puritan year.
Slapping, got me whacking, got me smacking my lips.